Beck given time, now running out of it behind a veteran offensive line. He takes off running, has the first down, and stumbles down at the Clemson 43-yard line. And the coaches did tell us he will be their #1 running back when he becomes active. Dominic Lovett down the sideline and shoved out of bounds by Wade Woodaz. And it's Lawson Lucky. Beck is the holder. And that one is good. Kirby might want to rethink the 35-yard line. Of course, Mike Bobo is using the communication right into the helmet of Carson Beck. There's a nice call. Well executed. Smith again. First down inside the Clemson 40. They do. And it is caught for a touchdown. He beat Jaden Lucas in coverage.
You could see it from a mile away. Lucas lined off and inside. That's absolute giveaway for.
In week 0 last weekend, most of college football begins this weekend. Play fake by Beck, and all alone in the flat. Nate Frazier bust on defense for Clemson. And the play goes all the way to the 49-yard line where Kobe McLeod ran down Frazier after a gain of 24. Beck fires on target. London Humphreys, his first catch as a Georgia Bulldog. Even though the roof is closed, it is warm inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nifty moves. Love it. Down to the goal line. They come to the line quickly after the 13-yard gain. Frazier into the end zone.
I mean, he's never going to have statistically eye-popping, ridiculous numbers because he had such a great supporting cast, but he's been very solid today.
Stands in, gets it off. London Humphreys down the sideline and into the end zone. All right, Molly, thank you. Klubnik lets it go deep, and it is intercepted by the All-American Malachi Starks. Comes in the building where Starks made an impressive debut against Oregon 2 years ago.
That is absolutely ridiculous by Malachi Starks. I mean, he played it just like a wide receiver, and yet he's in coverage. Eyes back to the inside immediately. Stays in phase with the wide receiver. Times his jump perfectly and rolls and high points that ball before securing it en route to the ground. Just an absolutely ridiculous interception from the All-American.
With which he played most of the year, had surgery in the offseason. Here's Nate Frazier. Nate Frazier. What a debut. All the way to the Clemson 38-yard line. 40 yards on the run. Carson Beck went under center. Jones bounces it outside, delivers a stiff arm. Stumble toward the pylon. Touchdown.
Knocking right on the doorstep of the red zone. Play action. Carson Beck, clean pocket. Dials one to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Georgia.
See it and then just let it go and process that information is special.
Beck surveys, tosses to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Colby Young, untouched.
Sort of route concept coming. Tennessee Tech sloughs off.
Beck rolls right. Surveys the end zone. Throws a dart. Dominique Lovett. Touchdown, Georgia. I mean, that's some effort. Here's Trevor Etienne. A flash. There he goes. Biggest play of the day for Georgia. 45 championship game. He knew he was coming back. Unfinished business here at Georgia. Pump and go, and he's got Arian Smith wide open. Hits him for a Georgia touchdown. Continuing to deliver, Rocky.
Here's a way to get back on track. Just throw a ball to your guy who runs a 10-1 in the 100. Let him run underneath it for the touchdown. The Dogs up 30.
Play action. Beck floats one. Lawson Lucky wide open. And he goes in to score. Another quick strike for Georgia. Right back to Robinson. Breaking tackles into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Time player now is a veteran in this secondary. Good blocking. 2 flags down though. Robinson was inside the 5. This could be coming back.
Etienne's the running back. They rushed just those 3. Beck a lot of time. The pass deflected and still caught by Lovett for a first down at the 44-yard line.
Wow, what unbelievable concentration by Dominic Lovett. Jordan Lovett
Against Tennessee Tech. Program rebuilding under terrific coach Bobby Wilder. Look out! Vandergriff hit and lost the ball. Raylan Wilson knocked it free, and Damon Wilson has it.
And you'll see right here, Wilson taking off, sees it initially. Caddis loses him. And Vandergriff, we said it earlier, put the ball on the deck a little earlier. You gotta have 2 hands on the football. He has 1 hand on the football right there. When the defender hits him, Glenn Schumann, the defensive coordinator, saying takeaways have been a huge point of emphasis.
Nate Frazier is in at running back now, the freshman from Los Angeles. Beck got belted as he threw, but he got it to Dominic Lovett, who swung down at the 42-yard line. Beck down the middle and caught by Dylan Bell with tight coverage from Ty Bryant. Arian Smith, the motion man. They powered straight ahead. Trevor Etienne. First down into Kentucky territory to the 48. Etienne finds a seam. Stays in bounds. Touchdown. They're going to mark him out at the 11. Robinson to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. Trevor Etienne, the running back. They play fake it to him. Down it goes. Dominic Lovett. Mike Bobo, and well executed for 36.
And just a thing of beauty. Kentucky really selling out against the run. You see linebackers, you see safeties, all with eye.
Good protection. Throws it into a seam, and the catch is made. Jahad Campbell delivers a big blow on Smith, who held on that time. Etienne into the end zone, and Georgia on the board. A desperately needed answer to all the haymakers the Tide have been throwing. Short pitch, hoping that Arian Smith can break a whole bunch of tackles. And he'll finally be corralled inside the Alabama 40, and that will be the end of a stunning first half here in Tuscaloosa. And you said I said a lot of tape. I didn't see any of this stuff on there. Short throw, catch made on the edge, and breaking a tackle is Lovett, who's off and running. Lovett, their most explosive pass play tonight, and play 15 of the drive, finally in the red zone. Right down the middle, high throw, touchdown, Arian Smith. And the Dogs still have life thanks to a huge march of 80 yards. And a penalty set him way back and to kick the point, this to make it a 15-point game. On the move. Flips it back across his body, and on the back line, Lawson Lucky, the tight end, catches the conversion. 20-yard gain, playing with tempo. Beck another long throw, and the catch made. And fighting down near the goal line is Colby Young, the tall physical player that came from Miami. Back again across the middle. Bobble caught, touchdown. Lawson Lucky, tight end again, coming up with a big play. Beck steps up, pitches downfield, and hits a man. It's Cash Jones, who's become a weapon out of the backfield.
We're used to seeing here in this second half.
Who can give you explosive plays? Cash Jones comes up with a 30-yarder. Beck pressing the ball downfield into coverage again. Caught! Arian Smith! ETN is the back. End around. Bell breaks into the end zone. Georgia very much alive and looking dangerous now. We don't need to play urgently here. But he's looking to throw that downfield. Has a man wide open. Dylan Bell's got it. A foot race. Spins, spray in, scores. Can you believe it? Georgia has the lead.
Ends up jumping this little shimmy, little inside move and up. Watch the move by Beck. The safety has his eyes on it. Beck gives it a little shoulder, just enough for the safety to try to jump it. That's how he ends up getting open. That is Sav, the transfer from Michigan. And this is where Bell shows you his toughness.
A lot of cushion. Alabama playing off these receivers. Trying not to give up yet another big play. And ETN plows forward and drives for a strong run.
ETN back in at running back in the pistol. Play action pass and a wide open receiver. Lawson Lucky, the tight end, delivers a blow at the end of the play. First and goal at the 2. ETN, touchdown Georgia. Freeze in his second year. They're 8-10. They believe the future's bright. They're recruiting very well. Wide open is Colby Young, and he's across midfield. He delivered a big hit to Carson Beck last year. Little trickery. Here comes Dylan Bell on the run. Across midfield. Georgia now down to 1 timeout. Auburn is 2. Trevor Etienne, the running back. And he breaks through, makes a man miss in the secondary, and has a first down inside the 20. ETN 54 yards rushing on 9 carries, and the game's only touchdown. Beck, high throw, caught by Dominic Lovett. It looked like when it left his hand, it was intended for Dylan Bell underneath. It went over his head, and Lovett caught it for the touchdown.
Number 0, Deontay Scott.
Beck throwing it deep. Colby Young, nice adjustment to the ball. Is it a catch? The officials looking at each other.
Just before he goes out of bounds.
For a 27-yard gain. Here goes ETN. Dragging tacklers down to the 2.
And how about the bounce at the outside by ETN? Gives a little yada. Ooh, gets that right foot in the ground and makes Sylvester Smith, the safety.
Time-consuming drive as well, more than 5 minutes. ETN, the running back, out of the gun. Beck gave it to him. And touchdown. The official on the far side runs in and says no, but the line judge on the Georgia sideline has his arms in the air signaling touchdown. He's doing a lot of orchestrating before the snap. They faked it, and he is in trouble. Thorne goes down for a loss. Pump fake. Beck winds up going back in the direction of Cash Jones. Breaks a tackle and weaves down near the 10-yard line. ETN's already had 2 rushing touchdowns. They faked it to him. They hit the slant for a touchdown to Dylan Bell. See what the play call is on 3rd down and 10. Cash Jones, the running back, he went out in the left flat. Back on target. London Humphreys, the Vanderbilt. established him as a star. Plays like that a year ago. Frazier, nobody containing on the outside for the Auburn defense. Jay Crawford managed to take him down after a long run.
Absolute gauntlet for Kirby Smart.
Peyton Woodring, a 47-yard try. That's another area in which George is rock solid. What a kicker he is. He's made all 7.
In my teammates. Very good at that in small groups, the coaches say. Look at all this time. He has to throw, and he finds a wide open Arian Smith sitting between defenders inside the 30. Trips. Robinson, touchdown, Georgia.
Play near the goal line. Great job climbing up to the second level. There's one guy to beat, Robinson, who's run the ball better already in this game than he has all season, but he has been excellent in short yardage and goal line runs. This time able to find his way in the end zone again.
I know the way you watch the game, watching those guys.
Could change, saw the defense, went up, audible to a different play.
Time to throw here, and another wide open receiver inside the 30. It's Lovett. And they're going. And they got it. 9 for 10 as Oscar Delp makes his 4th catch of the year.
In the end zone.
Michael Van Buren's first career touchdown throw comes in Sanford Stadium. Carson Beck back to work. A perfect ball in stride across the middle. Dylan Bell is spinning.
A couple of big bodies in front of your running back.
Now Beck rolls, throws end zone. Bell! Yes! There are flags down. As it stands, it's a 31-yard touchdown. Dylan Bell has been terrific in the first half of the season.
Great concentration on the back end of the end zone to high point this football. Quarterbacks were having inordinately good days versus this defense.
Beck keeps it, confuses a few people. Smith runs under it. ETN behind a big offensive lineman slash fullback. Fake to ETN to the end zone. Touchdown, Lucky. But there is a flag down. On 3rd and 10, Van Buren throws into traffic. K.J. Bolden. That is his first collegiate interception. Sends Arian Smith off the line of scrimmage. Good to see him back in the game. Pumps to Smith, throws to Yarosik down the sideline, and a first down. Stanford transfer picked up 29 there. 6 passes of 20 plus, make it 7. Arian Smith isn't tackled and scores. Lanier had arms on him.
Coach Smart talked about being in rhythm. Look at this ball. Smith does a good job of, I don't know what Lanier's doing right there. He clearly caught the football. Watch number 3. After Smith, who clearly caught this ball, I don't know if he thought he was already in the end zone. I think maybe there's a chance Lanier thought that. Oh, that is as odd of an ending of to a play as I've seen in a long time.
Flips it around. This is Evans. Evans, the kick returner, turned wide receiver, pushed out of bounds. Beck has had a clean pocket most of the day, and he throws another good ball. This one to Lovett.
Control in the middle of that defense.
Beck on 2nd down, wide open ball. Inside the 10, it'll be 1st and goal as Bell gets extra yardage down to the 4. Give it to ETN to follow Morris. He can't get in there. Oh, yes, he can. Extra effort. Mississippi State had him stopped in the backfield.
He goes in motion. Ewers pitches to the far side, and that's Ryan Wingo, the electric true freshman receiver. No surprise, Mike Bubba wants to get ETN at least 15 touches if he can. Another touch in the running game, and he's free. Trevor Etienne finds a crease and barrels out to the 45, picked up 17.
Center as well, Jared Wilson. They get up to that second level. Beautiful, and the vision there on that jump cut. Again, that's been missing. That's what you want to see. Establish that line of scrimmage.
Back, pump fake, and a long looping throw, and the catch is made on the far side. Jaden Blue is the running back. Longhorns looking for their first third down conversion of the night. And he's smacked. Ewers has pounded. The ball comes out, still rolling around, still up for grabs. And it looks like Georgia has recovered at the 12. ETN on the toss. Gets into the end zone. Old school Georgia football. And Trevor says, quiet down, crowd. They rush for Ewers. Intercepted. He threw it right to Dalen Everett, who's had a monster first half. Forced and recovered a fumble. Now has a pick. Smith and Lovett off to the left on first down. ETN. Trevor Etienne barrels down, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. It's all dogs in Austin so far.
And I thought he might be down. Instead, he dives, gets the hand down, extends, and that is a touchdown for Georgia. What a play by the little number one.
Etienne, first down and more. Trevor Etienne barrels forward down to the Texas 32, got 14. This to make it 20-0. And he knocks it right through. All three phases for Georgia solid. Jones is the back. Texas brings pressure again. Beck has time, delivers a throw, and wide open is Smith. That's a huge route by the final minute of the quarter now. Jones reverse. This is Lovett coming around. Back to the quarterback. Flea flicker. Oscar Delp, the tight end, is rambling free. What a two-play sequence. Georgia is threatening now. And touchdown, ETN barrels forward. And now does have the hat trick of rushing touchdown. They fake it to him on first down. Back eyeing downfield across the middle. Has Arian Smith wide open. And the Dogs' dangerous receiver moves the football to midfield. Back across the middle. Wide open. Jurasek and the tight end rumbling into Gator territory. Woodring trying to salvage something. It's already been a disappointing series. You take over at the plus 48. And instead of getting the drive going, you go
that fast, but the coach can communicate up to 15 seconds into his headphones.
Beck steps in across the middle. Lovett's got it into Florida territory. First down from the 48.
Your fourth corner.
End around again. This time they try to get Bell around the right end, and Dylan Bell galloping into the secondary. Georgia's running game finally produces a huge play down in the red zone. He wanted his team to respond with some urgency, and they have on this drive. Frazier trying to get the Georgia first touchdown of the day, and he dives to the end zone. And did a little Gator chomp afterward. Back looking to throw in first down. Picked up the pressure, flipped it across the middle. Cass Jones making a move and fights all the way to the end zone. And Georgia takes the lead. Polk County, Florida. What a play. So Beck off the play fake, trying to throw in first down. Rolls out and fires along the sidelines. Pressure again. Beck gets it out quickly. It's Levitt trying to work free, and he scores. Georgia on top again.
picks up a block. How great is it to see 69 in red, who's been down with an injury. There he makes a big block.
And the Gators trying to find a way to create some magic here and get even. Warner on the run, throw an interception. He threw it right to C.J. Allen, and the Dogs set up at the 13-yard line.
Getting up there, under center. You can see how quickly that hits. Good blocks in front of him, get to the end zone.
It was Glenn Schumann, the defensive coordinator. Ulysses Bentley is the running back in for Parrish today. Dart throws a floater, intercepted by Dan Jackson. And the sixth-year senior brings it back near the 20-yard line. His career.
And Jalen Walker working against the right guard. Jerquad Scott beats him inside, gets a hand on Dart. Release, can't follow through. The ball sails high, and it's easily intercepted. Just a great pass rush on consecutive plays from Georgia, and a big interception to start the game.
They've been a terrific fourth down team this year. Nate Frazier to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. The true freshman from Compton, California. How about that for deductive reasoning? Syracuse very proud. Beck zings one. A little bit behind Dylan Bell, but he made a nice catch at right guard. So they're down to their third with Truss shifting over. Already 2 Georgia penalties. They had won the entire first half. Catch and run. Lawson Lucky lunges across the line to gain and has a Georgia first down. Arian Smith, who can fly, the motion man. Here's Dylan Bell leaping over his own man, Monroe Freeling, and he has a first down to the 39-yard line with a 12-yard pickup. Beck given plenty of time, throws, Cash Jones open, first down. Out of bounds near the 10. The defensive end who is running in coverage with Jones.
Yeah, that's not the matchup you want. If you're the defensive coordinator, Pete Golding, get a running back that's working against a defensive.
Chance he could be a first-round pick, but that's less likely than when the year started. Over the middle, there's Dominic Lovett, the catch.
Should be a free play for Beck. The ball's jumped outside, die in the middle, and the catch is made. Dominic Lovett still going and brought down to the 35. Excellent use of the free play.
Maybe he knew that you know, you get the penalty here. So now give credit to Carson Beck, a veteran guy. He sees that. He knows, let me take a chance here. But watch 3. Just kind of throws the left shoulder into that instead of seeing the football and trying to knock it away. And Lovett, who's had some drop issues, makes a really tough catch, holds on to it, and that's what he can do after the catch. Pick up big yards. Reading the quarterback and seeing the ball.
Empty backfield, second down. Beck has to escape pressure and is still going. Carson Beck, whoa, headlong for a first down. Out of character for him, he admits it, but the roll called for it. Down the middle, touchdown! Caught by Oscar Delp, and the Dogs strike back.
They talked about the report. Good job, split safeties. You make that throw, you got to get it over the backer between the safeties. He gets his chance, 225, like you said, power back.
Throw down the middle, catch made by Lawson Lucky. There was a flag down.
It happened to his right, so he easily sees it. Couple quick claps there. He knows he.
Back, flip to the end zone, caught, touchdown. Oscar Delp's got 2 tonight, and the Dogs are in front. Can Georgia get something out of this drive? Cash Jones is in the backfield. He motions out, and suddenly it's Oscar Delp looking like old number 19 from a year ago.
Able to get big plays out of Carson Beck.
It's a first down run. Frazier's loose and barrels ahead. 5-man rush. It's picked up. Beck has a whole lot of time and now fires across the middle. Catch made by Smith. Arian Smith. Beck flushed. Will take off. Carson Beck with a flag out. Scores standing up, but there is a marker down after a slow start in this game.
Yeah, this is a play with his legs once again are the difference. There's an initial hold. There's another hold there. Man coverage. Maybe underestimating what Carson Beck can do with his feet. But guys, I'm telling you, this guy's an athlete. And he's a big man.
By Ole Miss a couple weeks ago. Handled by LSU. Texas had to battle deep into the fourth quarter. There's a shot and a completion to Humphreys, and London Humphreys makes a play tonight, knocked out of bounds at midfield, and Beck continues that rhythm. 3rd and 2. Ooh. Beck tried to get him to jump offside again with that hard clap. They don't, and the ball is caught. He fitted in a back shoulder throw to Humphreys in front of McCoy.
He started to fall back, lose his balance, and then the ball came.
Thank you to Frazier. Beck on the move. Now out of the backfield. Jurassic's got it. Tight end. Rumbling, bumbling, diving down inside the 5. It's 1st and goal on a huge night with a I formation. Frazier behind Jones. Touchdown, Georgia.
First down, dump it off near side. That pass is caught by Oscar Delp, turns the corner, dives for the pylon. Give him the touchdown. 17 yards for Mr. Delp and company.
Outside. Look at the fake. He just dips out and then right there breaks the tackle, and then it's a foot race to the end zone, dives into, touches the pylon. And now that's 3 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks for the tight end.
Next trip up. Look pretty good. This looks pretty good. Start to this drive. Dwight Phillips, another freshman tailback. He's out over the 20. That's a first down run, a gain of 12. Back, going down the middle. Pass caught. Arian Smith inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. But this was the play that got him down into UMass territory.
And just a beautiful job in the slot, just running a little stick and go right to the post route. And we're going to look at the balls released and late hit off the left side. I want to say, I believe that looked like Luce Julian coming off the edge.
Georgia's been really good on 4th downs this season at 76%. Pressure from UMass. Georgia sees it. They go to Cass Jones. Touchdown, Bulldogs. 8 yards out. 6 plays, 90 yards, 2:46 off the clock. Carson Beck with his 20th touchdown pass of the season. Haston in at quarterback now for UMass. Stick with the ground game. Handoff. Goes to Jalen. John, ball's loose, and Georgia says they have it.
Take another look at it. Just coming off the edge, and it looks like Raylan Wilson popped it loose, and then the ball's right there in the open, and then he hops on it. So another look just right there from the side. Oh no, I take that back. That was number 4, KJ Bolden, the freshman that jarred it loose, and then Raylan Wilson jumped on top of it. 4 helping 5. But we'll give a good dose, and you've kind of seen it here early on in this game.
Going toward the end zone, and what a catch in the end zone from Dominic Lovett. Over his shoulder, 15 yards, what a grab.
On the throws, we take another look at it, and just a beautiful back shoulder fade. 1, 2, holding it. Ball looks to be in possession. I don't see anything that would say any differently. Now, second angle.
That's definitely a touchdown
against that Liberty in that Liberty game for the loss, but played exceptional.
Boy, they're looking to do a little shovel pass, and Georgia blew that up in a hurry. UMass bringing 4. Pump fake. Back down the middle. Has a man. Touchdown. Arian Smith. 34 yards.
And we have him right up here at the top of the formation, and just watch the double move right there, right on the 25-yard line as he breaks and ducks his head, just clears the defensive back and the safety and just splits them both. And then right there, nice pitch, catch, touchdown for Arian Smith and Carson Beck. Great connection right there. Having a fantastic first half.
How about a couple times, and Matthew Stafford did it once. I'd say that's pretty good company.
That's pretty good college company right there.
Big run here and tripped up. Phillips almost broke that one. Near side pass caught there by Smith. Smith down the near sideline, trying to cut it back to the middle, but slips. Long as 55. That came in the opener against Clemson. Good clean snap. Kick is on the way, and it is good. Handed off to Frazier. Hits the hole in a hurry and hits the goal line in a hurry. 9-yard scamper for the true freshman out of Compton, California. Little toss sweep. Frazier, big run out to midfield. Malachi Starks back to return this punt. He will field it, throw a defender off, break a tackle, and hey, he's got some room to the near side. Malachi Starks turns the corner, and he's out over the 40. What a return by Starks. Handoff Frazier, touchdown Georgia.
Today, Harrison getting a majority today, Haston being the other quarterback.
Loose football picked up by the Dogs. There goes Chris Cole, touchdown Bulldogs, 24 yards. Freshman out of Salem, Virginia.
Yep, Chris Cole right there. Comes in off the edge, and then as he's coming through everything, boom, just comes over the top. Ball just pops up perfectly for him as he just goes in and runs into the end zone for that great strip off the backside on the blitz.
Gabe Harris, the guy, came in and poked that football free.
Beck with time, and he gets it complete to Dylan Bell for a first down on fourth down. 4th down and 3 for Carson Beck and the Dogs. And an easy pitch and catch to Dylan Bell. First down, Georgia. Here's the reverse, and it's Arian Smith. And he's got a lot of room in front. Arian Smith lowers the shoulder and is down near the 20-yard line.
Jones this way that gets all of this fast flow from Georgia Tech on the backside. And then they bring the reverse with Arian Smith. And how about Xavier Truss? 6'7", 320-pound right tackle. Look at big fella, 73. Just out there in space trying to get a block. And Arian Smith.
Robinson is the tailback in the I formation. Play action off of it to the end zone. Touchdown Dogs. Oscar Delp.
And at fullback, they ran the football, so they're faking it this way, and it's Oscar Delp who's going to fight his way out here on the corner route and score. It's a nice job of Carson Beck just holding on to the very last possible second. And here they are all of a sudden, 100 yards less per game, giving up rushing. It's phenomenal.
Second down, Beck. Gets it complete in stride. It's Lovett. First down run. Frazier gets loose. And Frazier is going to put Georgia in position. Line, 2nd and goal. Frazier straight ahead. Touchdown, Georgia. Heart and soul linebacker of this defense is down, but here's the touchdown.
Yeah, it's Micah Morris at left guard and Jared Wilson at center getting push on the Miami transfer Thomas Gore, which helps pave the way for Nate Frazier. And you see he runs through Eifert on his way in, and Eifert right away there on the ground starts grabbing his right shoulder. Probably the biggest win he's had, maybe even bigger than the one against Miami, his first 2 full seasons as head coach.
Well, considering the rivalry, Roderick Robinson takes it ahead, and he's out to the 46. Clock counting down. 2nd and 4. Beck to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Dominic Lovett. They're not done yet. Touchdown drive.
They're going to have Dominic Lovett on the left side running a seam throw. I want you to look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what he's trying to fit this football into. He's able to roll it firm with an arc over top of Clayton Powell-Lee. We talk about how Carson Beck has the talent to be a first overall pick in the draft. It's throws like that you just simply can't coach.
King on his own. Where are they going to mark this? His forward progress looks like he got it. Georgia comes away with the football. Georgia had to have it, trailing by a touchdown, 2 minutes to play.
The former walk-on comes up big for his defense.
Beck to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They're an extra point away. Dominic Lovett.
Georgia offense now. There's going to be Lovett here. He's working the quick wheel. The pick helps kind of set a wall against the defender who's got inside leverage. And you just can't execute it any better. It's the perfect throw. It's the perfect location. Little indicator motion there showing Carson Beck it's zone coverage.
Looks his way, pumps. Now to the end zone. And into the end zone is Humphreys. Touchdown, Dogs.
You're faking this. You're trying to get some bite here to open up a space for Humphreys to work the wheel route. And that's what this is all about. Mike Bobo does such a good job of throwing things, setting things up, adding window dressing, adding some pump fakes. And this had to be a line drive. We talk about the first round arm talent by Carson Beck. That thing was a frozen rope.
Second overtime now, offensive possession, Georgia. Carson Beck to pass. Late pressure, lofts it, and into the end zone is Cash Jones. Touchdown, Cash Jones.
That time by Georgia Tech. Cash Jones is running the wheel route. Clayton Powell-Lee at safety is coming on the blitz. He sees Jones come out of the backfield. He's like, do I cover him? No, I'm supposed to keep blitzing.
Empty set as Cash Jones is split out to the near side for Carson Beck. 5th overtime, 2-point conversion attempt. Edge pressure, they pick it up, and they get the 2-pointer with Dylan Bell.
The ball to beat him inside, right there. Great job. Nice accurate throw out in front.
Frazier straight ahead and straight in. Oh, it's great in 8. Georgia wins it.
3rd and 9 this time. Ewers, well protected, a long throw off the tip, it's intercepted. There's a flag down, but Dalen Everett, who had a couple of takeaways in the game in Austin.
Defender from Georgia, but you can see he's leaning towards the line CFL style there in motion. You can't do that. Then he doesn't secure the ball, gives up on the ball.
Texas playing up close to the line. They're not fearing downfield shots, but over the middle, harassing the tight end, found a little spot in the zone there. Best Georgia drive so far from 44 yards, and the kickers doing their job tonight, but the drop by Smith really kind of doomed the drive. So with Stockton leading them, Georgia now faces an early 3rd down. They need 2 to get this drive going. Looking to throw for it. Stockton from the pocket delivers a strike, and it's a completion to Arian Smith, who had problems dropping the ball in the first half. Grabs this one for 18.
Nice scramble. That's another way of getting those butterflies out of you.
Stockton on the move again, and they close him down. He delivers a high throw, and the catch is made.
Great ball by the kid on the run. Did he get the toe down? Oh my gosh, what a play.
2nd and 1, ETN makes a cut. ETN barrels into the end zone. Georgia's got the lead behind the backup quarterback. Thing like this situation, and Georgia for the first time today on top of Texas. 10-6. They're among the best in net punting average this season. ETN off the right side. Trevor ETN is a crease, breaking tackles. It's a race down the sidelines. They finally angle him out inside the 20. Welcome back, Trevor Etienne.
Don't even get involved in support. They're locked in thinking it's going to be a quick throw out there. And then it is so tough, even for a veteran like Makubu, to make that play in space.
Welcome another newcomer, Kirk, to a big pressure situation. It's Charlie Ham taking over for the injury. It's a fake! It's a fake, and Smith's got it on the end around, and he's got a first down! Tie game, fourth quarter. Picked up 5. Second down run for Frazier. Frazier to the corner. Barrels out inside the 20. Pressure again. Sideline pitch. Intercepted. He threw it to Dalen Everett, who had huge plays in the Dogs' first win.
Couple things. Watch the pressure right here, and here's the matchup on the outside. He gets pushed. The right tackle gets pushed right into the face of the quarterback. What a good job of being patient. The ball's thrown to the inside, but watch 6, waiting, expecting that route near the first down marker, and then reacts to the receiver coming back to the ball. Ewers threw it inside, and Everett was in perfect position to make that interception.
They hand it to him. Touchdown! Georgia are SEC champions! As every dog digs really deep.
Etienne, the tailback, back under center. Hand it to Etienne, straight ahead. Touchdown! Touchdown! Dogs are SEC champions. Dogs have won it.
Came over to talk to him as well, encouraging him down here.
Blitz. Stockton, back shoulder throw. On the money to Dylan Bell. Dylan Bell stumbles down, or he might have gone the distance. On 38-yard line, there where he made the catch.
And this was a great job by Dylan Bell, turning at the last second to create that sudden separation against Leonard Moore. Did that left foot go out right there? Yep, looks like it did. Good completion there, though.
Etienne, the running back, play action fake by Stockton. Arian Smith behind the defender. He is one of the fastest men in college football, and they caught him.
And look at how fast Arian Smith, Christian Gray kind of squatting there, thinking the route's going to be underneath. You can't do that against one of the fastest men in college football. Arian Smith goes right behind him. The ball is perfectly thrown to the outside shoulder, and while drops have been a challenge at times for Arian Smith, it was not right there. It was a great throw.
And Gunnar Stockton is the new holder. And no problem with the operation. Woodring, one of the best in college football, has now made 21 out of 23 for the year, and both misses have been from beyond 50. His 3rd sack of the year. On 2nd and long, Oscar Delp, the tight end, for a first down. They convert on 2nd and 18. They've all lost. Kenny Dillingham, Spencer Danielson, Dan Lanning. Arian Smith on the end around. Good play to get the half started for Georgia. Jack Kaiser tackled him after their chance to get right back in the game. And Bell dropped it. A perfect throw by Stockton. He is on target to Lovett, who made a much harder catch. They say no one does more film study than Stockton, even though he was the backup. He was constantly in the film room, watching a lot of film of offensive linemen, in fact. He throws wide open. Cash Jones has it and has a touchdown. 32 yards for number 32 from Brock, Texas. He has become a huge part of this Georgia team. Looked like they might flip it to Arian Smith. Instead, Nate Frazier kept it. And he's down to the Notre Dame 36-yard line.
And the muddle huddle creates a lot of confusion with 4 guys outside the left tackle and a lot of misdirection, which gives Frazier.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch him walk right past you. Run fast while you have the chance. Don't speak.